What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's live stream. We're going to talk about the golden problems that arise at the multiple six-figure level and how to fix them. I cannot wait to talk about this because nobody really addresses the problems that happen when you hit a new income level that you've always wanted to achieve. And you feel like, wait, I should be happy here. Things should be different. Like I shouldn't complain. And I just want to create this live stream to normalize what it feels like to get to a new level and then having problems that feel like at this point in your business, maybe you're multiple six figures and it feels like you have so much at stake because before you were just building your business and trying to get fully booked. Now you're fully booked and it feels like everything there's just so much more at stake. And so I want to talk about those golden problems that everyone is aiming for. Everyone desires to get there, like the being fully booked. But what are all the issues that you start feeling when you are fully booked? When you start getting some recognition online and people know you, and then you feel like your reputation's on the line because if you make one mistake, if one client is not happy, then it feels like things are going to collapse. We're going to talk about all these things so that those of you who maybe are not at the multiple six-figure level can really understand that there's no like ending point, but can see that these are things that you can prevent or start kind of like just avoiding so that you can really enter your multiple six-figure era with a lot more spaciousness mentally and kind of knowing ahead of time what those things might be so that you just avoid them completely. And we're going to talk about the fix to this key. How many problems did I list here? I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can cover all the 5 problems. But these are the 5 key things that I have seen my clients really, I guess, struggle with when they enter this new category, when they enter the category of being a monetized coach. There are 4 categories of clients of every coach, right? That there's the category of the invisible coach when you really are just starting out. Then there's the inspirational coach when you are sharing content, you're really inspirational, but people are not buying. Then there's the monetized coach, which is when people are buying from you, you're fully booked and things are working. But there's a lot of other new golden problems before you get to the final category, which is the premium coach, where all these things are not, all these golden problems are no longer there. And you actually can enjoy the peacefulness of your business, the spaciousness. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, in case you don't know me, my name is Juliana Garcia, and I help coaches clarify their message to attract premium clients. So I've been doing this for long enough that I have worked with about 1,500 coaches. And hello, everyone. So good to see you. So I know I have built a $7 million business. Not when I say that, I mean in the 5 years that I've been in business, we have created $7 million. I have had multiple million dollar years. Multiple million dollar years. I don't know how to say it. And I only say that because I want you to know that I have gone through the stages that you may be at, and I continue to do the work where I am at right now. Applying the same mentality that I'm going to teach you, and is what has allowed me to have a business that feels really peaceful and feel like I can coach my clients from a very integrous place because I really truly live the life of being peaceful, feeling spacious, and I have gone through making the mistakes of hustling and all the things that most people think they need to do in order to get to this level. So I have the experience in working with clients. I have done it myself. And I want you to know that I have experience in doing what I'm going to be talking about. I also found this drink that feels so delicious. And I don't know if Maria, I think you're here. She's my fertility coach. If you would approve of this. But you guys, it has oat milk. So oat milk is not the vibe, but because it's got a lot of starch, I think it is. But it's so good. I love matcha. It's so good. All right, lots of comments here. I want to know where you guys are tuning in from. Curious, where are you guys at? Before I begin, I want to tell you that everything that we talk about here, I go deeper inside in my mastermind, the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. And right now, there's early bird enrollment open for the June cohort where you get amazing bonuses. Basically, you're able to get coached by me right away inside of my higher level mastermind, the Momentum Mastermind. So basically, we started coaching for Magnetize in June, but because you join early, you can get coached inside of my higher level mastermind, which is open right now. You get $1,000 off. You get a one-on-one coaching call with me, and a couple more things that I can't remember right now, and access to the modules and a 7-month payment plan at $1,500 per month, so you can get started right away at a super easy, achievable, like easy to get behind investment per month. So make sure that you send the application. And what I do inside of the program is I help you clarify your message so that you can attract premium clients. You can read the testimonials, binge on all the testimonials, ask people what they think of the program, because truly it's just such a beautiful space that I know everyone that comes through just gets exactly what they came for, and is really the best investment you can make in your business. So let's get started, because I have a call in 20 minutes, so this has to be a quick one. Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about that seems like a good problem to have, right? Like golden problems are problems that seem like a good problem to have, but actually become problems that you don't really want in your business. So problem number one, you feel at the multiple six-figure level that you are fully booked, right? Which is what everybody wants to have. But the problem is that you are burned out because you have way too many clients. You have too many people on your roster, and you know that you want to raise your prices, but you're afraid to leave people behind. That's one of the main things that I see people who are the multiple six-figure level experience. And what happens then is, you know that you're overworking, you're overextending yourself, you got traction. So raising the prices feels very scary, because what if people say no? What if your clients don't want to sign up at that price? Give me a yes in the comments if that feels like it's true for you, or you see that you are afraid to raise your prices because you don't want to let people, you don't want to leave people behind. I actually see that at every level. It doesn't even have to be the multiple six-figure level. It literally is something that a lot of coaches deal with. So the thing that I want you to ask yourself is, who will lose if you don't choose to raise your prices? Who will lose if you don't choose to raise your prices? Who would be the person that actually gets the, who would win if you don't raise your prices? At the end of the day, if you don't raise your prices, the only person that is going to lose, or everyone is going to lose. The people that is going to lose is you, because you're not going to be able to sustain your business. And also, you're not going to be able, your clients are going to lose, because if you don't sustain your business, you won't be able to serve them. So instead of thinking, I'm going to leave people behind by raising my prices, I want you to think about the price of your offer being, because you're fully booked, because you have experience, because you have everything that you have been creating inside of your containers. Those are the reasons for you to be able to feel even more confident in your ability to raise your prices, and having the belief that people are going to pay them, not because you just decided, although that's a simple reason to raise your prices, but because if you don't do this, you are not going to be in business for much longer. You are going to be burned out, and you are going to be the person that is literally not going to be able to help people. So first of all, be willing to challenge your fear of of raising your prices, because instead of thinking I'm going to leave people behind, the way that I think about it is people are going to come and match my energy. They're gonna come and match the level and the caliber of investment that I put forward. And that happened to me when I was raising prices from like 10K for my one-on-one to 50K for my one-on-one. It literally was such a journey that in a year, I raised my price to that level. And I literally just felt in my body that I could not charge 30K anymore or 40K anymore, because my value as a coach increased every time I invested in myself, every time I coached myself, every single time I was growing. And so for me to keep my prices low would actually be detrimental for myself, because it would just reaffirm the fact that I don't believe that my value continues to grow. And also it would just be a disservice to the people that are joining my programs, because it simply would not be nourishing enough for me to stay in business and give everything that I know that I give in my offers. So I want you to consider that the question of who will lose if I don't raise my prices. What am I really leaving behind if I raise my prices? It's not the people, but what do you need to leave behind in order to raise your prices? I don't know, I'm thinking all the thoughts, all the beliefs, all the people that actually you are leaving behind. It's like the people that maybe you feel like you shouldn't be raising your prices because they're going to judge you, your family. Like, that's what you need to grieve. That's what you need to leave behind, because that's what's keeping you from actually going to the next level. Okay. So that's problem number one. You're fully booked, but you feel burned out because you're not attracting the right clients. Actually, you're burned out and you're afraid to raise your prices because you don't want to leave people behind. Problem number two, golden problem number two, you may be fully booked, but the clients that you are working with right now are a drag. And this happens so often with my clients who come to work in the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, because they feel like, okay, I am so good. Like, I have clients, I'm fully booked, but I feel so drained and so exhausted because the caliber of people they're needy. They're not respecting my boundaries. They want me to handhold them. And that, my love, is a problem that you can solve simply by elevating your message and speaking to an empowered version of your client. So if you are speaking to people, so if you're working with people who are disempowered, who feel like they are needy, then they didn't show up by mistake, by chance, by a miracle. They showed up in your space because you spoke to them, and you spoke in a way that attracted them. So in your message, are you speaking to people and maybe using wording like, you're looking for somebody who can really teach you everything every step of the way, or you're looking for somebody who can give you all the personalized support and who can be in your corner at all times. If you're speaking with that language, you're going to be attracting these empowered clients that are going to be complaining, wanting a refund, asking too much of you. And I want you to really do an audit in your content so that you can really notice, where have I been speaking to a disempowered version of my client, and how can I speak to the empowered version that does not need the hand holding, that wants to do the hard thing. What would I need to upgrade? And that is exactly what I support you with inside of the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. I help you elevate the words that you say in order to attract the people that are high caliber, that you really want to work with, okay? So that's problem number two. I'm going to move through these because I literally have a call super soon. Problem number three is you might have a lot of clients, but you are overextending yourself to try to keep them happy because you're afraid that you're going to lose your reputation. And this happens to every single client that I have worked with. Even if they're not fully booked, they're so preoccupied with overgiving and feeling like their reputation's on the line, which makes total sense. But the thing is that the thoughts people have about you are their problem. The most important opinion, the only one that matters at the end of the day, is the opinion that you have about yourself. So you making a mistake is not really the problem. The problem is that you're projecting your own insecurity on the people that are in your audience or your clients or whatever. But they probably already think that about you, or they might think that about you even if you don't make a mistake. It's only the opinion that you have about you that is the problem here. So if you were to have a million people say she sucks or they suck or they're not doing a good job or they're not that great, even though you know you gave it your all, what would be your opinion about you? When you answer that question, you're going to confront the real root of what is actually happening, which is your opinion about yourself needs to be elevated. Because when you have a high opinion about yourself, it's really hard to offend you. Like, it's really hard to offend me because I have a really high opinion of myself. And so people can say whatever they want to say, but I know me. I know who I am. I know my intentions. I know what's true for me. I know how I really show up. I know I know who I really am. It doesn't bother me if people can say nasty things about me. I'll probably take it as a compliment. Like, I just would not feel triggered. I mean, I for sure would be annoyed, and sometimes I might be triggered. Sometimes I just don't pay attention. But the only reason for that is because I have a high opinion of myself. So I don't care if there's 100 people saying beautiful things about me or 100 people not saying beautiful things about me, even because I ultimately, the opinion that I care about the most is the opinion that I have about myself. So if you are afraid of people judging you, if you are afraid of people of losing your reputation, I want you to get even more grounded in the opinion that you have about you, because when that's solid, it's not going to matter what you can withstand, let's say, people who want to try to cancel you, even if that ever happens, or people who are spreading rumors. It's all going to be so empty and meaningless that it won't bother you, because you believe so deeply in yourself and your ability, and you're just going to keep it moving. Okay? So that's problem number 4. Being known and being afraid that what people are going to say is going to ruin your reputation. Okay? And the last thing that I want to offer that is a golden problem, because everybody wants to be famous, but once you get fame, once you get eyeballs, once you get attention, once you get, whatever it is that you want, there are things that you need to face. And so if you want the attention, know that your brain is going to find reasons to make it a problem, and it's actually not a problem. You can have a lot of attention on you. You can totally make mistakes in front of people, and the only thing that matters at the end of the day is the opinion that you have about yourself. Okay? All right. And the final thing that I find that is a golden problem for multi six-figure earners is the fear of not being able to keep up with the pace of growth that they feel is required in order to get to the next level. And so what I see is that what people do a lot of the times is they find themselves in this, they've built some success, they're fully booked, but they're like, oh my God, I don't think that I can keep up with this. And what they try to do is they try to throw everything out and create a new niche, recreate their offers, recreate the whole thing, because they feel such a resentful, they just feel resentful towards their current business. And so they get very emotional about it. And the reality is that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can literally make 1-degree adjustments in your business that can allow the delivery to feel lighter. And the 1-degree adjustments are always around this. Your message needs to be speaking to the empowered version of your clients, because when you have empowered clients, your delivery is going to feel smooth and delicious. That is how I work with my clients. Like, the clients that I work with, they're self-led, self-sufficient. They respect boundaries. They come and they know exactly how to get what they came for, because I teach them how to do that. So they're premium clients, right? They don't need to be multiple 7-figure earners. Sometimes they're just going for their first 50K they're earning 20K a year, 50K a year, 100K a year, but they show up in a premium way, right? And so the adjustments are: elevate the message to attract a high caliber of client, number 1. Number 2, don't throw all your offers out and have to scrap everything. Simplify your offers and look at what offers are bringing me 80% of my income. And if I don't love that offer, then what needs to change about that delivery in order for me to really love the delivery of it, for me to love the offer, because you need to get behind your offer in order to oversell it and really create high demand. So messaging upgrade, offer simplification, and then also noticing that what thoughts you have about the ability to create high demand for your offer. Like, do you feel like there's a limited supply of clients available to you? Because I think what I see is that people start overworking in their marketing and try to do more and more and more and more and more. And the reality is that that action is coming from a lack of belief that little, like, not a lot of marketing can work for you if you just focus on the things that actually get traction for you. So instead of having to do 17 reels a day and 13 webinars a year and random things, you can really streamline the marketing things that you do. So for example, I was just on a call with one of my clients and we realized that her thing is video. Video is the thing that really works for her, that she feels like she can get behind, where people connect with her energetically. And there she was trying to write all these long form posts that like totally were not the vibe for her. So it's important to notice what are the things that are in my zone of genius and how can I lean in more onto that versus trying to reinvent your strategy and create a new funnel and brand new offers and like burn everything to the ground and kind of start fresh, because it's ultimately going to make you lose momentum and it's not as dramatic as you need it to be. Like, I've helped so many of my clients make these finer adjustments and they're like, oh my God, that was actually so easy. I totally thought that I had to throw everything in the garbage. And it's like, no, you actually can make a few upgrades and really create like the 300K launches, and they were like capped at 50K launches or 100K launches. Because we made the adjustments in their business model that got them energetically available to receive more clients. Okay. So if all of that resonated with you, or these are things that you know that you want support with, I really want to invite you to apply for the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, because I help you clarify your message to attract premium clients. I help you with refining your offer to make sure that you have an offer suite that makes sense for the kind of life that you want to live. If you are a mom, your business model might be very different from somebody who is not, somebody who has all the time in the world. If you are a digital nomad, that business model might be very different than somebody who is the opposite. So we really look at the business model that works for you. And then from there, we create a really clear, powerful message that communicates the value of your offer to that premium client and create a pathway for your client acquisition that is aligned with your strengths, with what makes you like what's easy for you to create, whether that's video, whether that's copy, whether that's whatever that is, long form, short form. And that's gonna make you're gonna start producing content that is going to attract premium clients. Once clients do that, they're gonna be raising their hand, and then you're gonna need to take them from having like being a stranger on the internet to actually having a conversation with them in your DMs on how to be, like, whether they're a good fit or not. And that whole process sometimes can be really clunky. So I teach you how to do that in a really elegant way, and then how to actually have the conversation where you are holding space for their decision to become a premium client, to pay at a high premium price that maybe you have never charged before, maybe that they have never paid before, and doing it in a way that feels really easeful and really integrous. Okay, my loves. So I want to invite you to apply for the Magnetize Monetize Mastermind. The link is in my bio and also here on Facebook. Everyone who is on Facebook, you can click the link in the description. Send your application. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to go to my call and I will see you guys when I come back from Japan. I'm going to Japan on Sunday, so I won't be doing a live stream next week or the following week, but I'll see you guys when I'm back. Love you all so much. Bye.